Nicole Smith.
And Steve Kime from Blood and Iron Martial Arts.
Now, before we begin today, we'd like to read you a passage from Meyer's Art of Combat, as translated by Dr. Jeffrey Forgang.
Meyer states, "The dussack, which takes its basis from the sword, as the true source of all combat that is carried out both with one and two hands."
We feel this is an important passage because we believe what Meyer's trying to tell us is, if you can fight proficiently with a dussack, you can fight proficiently with any single-handed weapon.
So we're going to prove that today by showing you some dussack plays with the Handx. Not this time. The first technique we're going to address is a simple defense and deflection. As the strike comes in for my head, I'm going to bring my sword up to defend in the midpoint of the blade, and I'm feeling the pressure being applied to my weapon. If it is a light strike, I'm going to take my weapon hand, come across my opponent's line, knocking her weapon to the side, while I step out to the right and striking my opponent in the face immediately thereafter. With a Handx, this functions in exactly the same way. As the strike comes in, I come up to defend in a hanging position at the midpoint of the shaft of my axe, feeling the pressure of the weapon. If it is a light strike, I take my weapon hand, come across my opponent's hand, knocking it to the side, and striking my opponent in the face. The next technique we're going to perform involves me throwing a cut to my opponent's face, only I'm fooling them into thinking I'm throwing to one side first. I'm in my wrath guard position. As I throw the cut, I'm watching for their defense to come up. This is what I want. Now, before contact is made, I'm going to change the angle of my cut to the other side, striking them in the arm instead. With the Handx, once again, this is exactly the same. As I throw the strike from my opponent's face, it forces them to raise their defense. I'm expecting this. I then change my cutting angle midpoint and come down on their arm or over top onto their head. This is only a couple of examples of dussack techniques that work well with other weapons. Meyer has many more of these techniques in his manuscript.
If you enjoyed today's mashup, we'd be happy to bring you more, perhaps using saber or a side sword. Let us know in the comments below.
We hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please like and subscribe.
And as always, a big thank you to our Patreon supporters. Without you, this wouldn't be possible.
If you enjoy the content that we present and want to join one of our live online classes, please click the link below.
And remember, if you don't put in the training, you won't get the result.